Hello, welcome back to Virtua Boys. We're looking at more virtual reality. Another piece of software that isn't strictly a game, but hey, what the hell, it's for sale on the Oculus Store. Let's cover it. So this is Kingspray Graffiti, which is a paint app, I guess. So this is not a game in the same way that MS Paint on your computer isn't a game. Although MS Paint doesn't transport you to different environments and let you reach out and paint on a big brick wall that's taller than you and wider than the room that you're in. So you can see the appeal of Kingspray Graffiti. It's basically a graffiti app. You've got tons of different environments that you can travel to. In this video I'm at some car lot with a big brick wall, but there's like subway stations and there's just blank walls. And there's all sorts of things, and they've got different size walls, they've got different textured walls, they've got different things in the environment that you can mess around with if you want. Anyway, you transport to one of those environments, you grab your spray can, you've got your little palette so you can change your colours and your type of spray can and whatever, and you just start painting. That's it. So obviously Kingspray Graffiti isn't like this serious art app for artists, although saying that, I'm sure some people, particularly people who know what they're doing with graffiti and colours and things, can actually create some incredible art. It's not, this isn't Photoshop, which is hopefully obvious, but I find it just this really relaxing tool when I just want to just shut off for a bit, just let loose on a wall with a load of spray paint, just put a load of colours up, create little piece of art, little funny pictures, and it's a really nice little getaway thing. That's what I take from the game, and I think that's probably what a lot of people take from it. I keep saying from the game, that's clearly not a game, but whatever. So you'll teleport around this environment. You can walk around, obviously, it's a room scale game, but you're limited by how much space is in your real world environment. I've got about a 10 foot by 10 foot square that I can walk around in, but obviously the Kingspray Graffiti environment is much bigger than that, so you teleport around, choose your spot where you want to stand, and start graffitiing. And it has this cool feeling of that wall just being in front of you. And I always say this in virtual reality videos, it sounds incredibly dull to say there's a real brick wall in front of you. That's not the kind of fantasies we come to expect from video games, but presence is everything in these games, and the presence of having this huge wall right in front of you that's really tall, you have to kind of, when you're close enough to spray paint on it, you have to really look around and crane your neck and kind of use your space and your environment. It's really cool. It totally works. And when I first heard that this was a product, a spray painting game, it wasn't what I imagined that I'd spent all my money on my Oculus Rift for. But I've got to say, it's pretty cool. If you've got friends who have virtual reality headsets, you can play this multiplayer as well. So you can both be in the same environment, you can make a collaborative piece of art, both of you are spraying on the same wall, which is nice. I mean, I've only played it single player because I don't have any mates, but still, I imagine that's really, really good. So my little Virtual Boys piece of art is starting to take shape. I say piece of art, it's scribbling. It's a good job I don't have real spray cans, because, I don't know, my town would be full of V and B's and pink smiley faces. So as I said, there are some things in the environment that you can interact with. I mean, there's no point to that. It's just like one of those silly VR things. Like, if you couldn't do it, it would be weird. So in this environment, there's a basketball you can pick up and throw through a basketball hoop. There's bottles you can pick up. On some of the stages, there's stereos, so like little stereo systems. And you can go over to them and you can turn them on, and you can select from like online internet radio stations, and the sound that comes from the stereo is actually like 3D mapped audio. So if it's over on the right in the stage, it sounds like it's over there, and it's got the correct amount of reverb, and the distance sounds really correct, and it's actually a really cool little effect. And you can move that around. You can pick up the stereo and you can move it wherever you want. You can lob it if you want, but yeah, it's a nice little addition that again just like puts you in the environment, makes it feel all the more natural. So there are different spray cans you can select. I don't know spray cans well enough to know the difference between a standard spray can and a New York Thin or whatever they are. But yeah, there's different spray cans you can select. There's little options where you can like change the pressure that you press down, but also, I mean, I don't know how it is on the Vive, but on the Oculus Rift, the trigger that you use to press the top of the can down, it's analog. So, you know, the more you press the trigger down, the harder it sprays. So, I mean, that totally works. I think on the Vive it's not analog, but I might be totally wrong. And that's Kingspray Graffiti. I really like it. So, I mean, against all odds, this stupid paint app, I actually think it's really endearing, and it's a nice little app. And I think it's worth picking up if you've got a VR headset. I think I picked it up in a sale for like half off, so maybe that's the kind of price that I'm looking at it at, like half price. But I've had a lot of fun with it, and I need to relax when I need to just create some art that I'm not going to start spray painting my walls in my house. Kingspray Graffiti kind of ticks the boxes, so I really like it, and I hope you like it too. Thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!